bullies want you to believe and think and agree with whatever they talking about. That's a bully. Do you know my own children sometimes tell me, I don't have to agree with what you say. My middle child, she middle childs. She loved to say, but I'm a human and I have my own opinion too. I'd be like, girl, what? Example, we got into a black car the other day. I only ride in black SUVs. We get in a black SUV. I said, you know what? You should be happy that your mother allows you to get from point A to point B in the highest level of luxury. That girl was like, a car is a car is a car. I said, girl, what? I said, a car is a car of a car. But I was like, it's not. I'm trying to get you to understand. I couldn't get her to understand. And she disagreed. And I was okay. And that's my own child. She respected me and what she said and what she felt. But if y'all ever get bored, you can go into my stories. Because I love, as much as everybody like being a screenshot in the recording ministry, somebody recorded it and cut it real good. For all the people that didn't hear me say, like loud and clear, it's in my stories. And I say out loud, I don't support him. I don't support what he does. It's in my stories. And I was scratching my head like, I know I said that out loud, but you know why? Even on that part, it wasn't heard. Because it's like what I said at the beginning of the live. People want to be consumed with what they want to be consumed in, or focusing only on a problem and not a solution. So in life, in business, whatever it is that you're doing, whatever you see yourself up against, people, business, whatever the case may be, become a solution-based person. I did a live the other night. I said the person that come up with the most solutions, they make the most money. That's why I make the money that I make. I make the money that I make because when I go to Africa, I'm coming up with solutions. I'm coming up with global solutions. It's called global inclusion. So what I do is I find a way to merge the way, just in case y'all don't know what I do and y'all really bored, all you got to do is go to rockstarglobalinvestments.com, what I don't post on Instagram. Global inclusion means that you come up with global solutions on how to merge problems or businesses from the United States to the continent of Africa, whatever that might look like. Farming, infrastructure, mining, tourism. It's becoming a solution-based person. The person that comes up with the most solutions is the person that makes the most money. What is it? Let's make a commitment to help young ladies in hygiene projects, 1 donation a month. I know that's right. We are definitely focusing on that. For the last couple of weeks, I keep getting off of what I'm trying to focus on. Do y'all know in a couple weeks, I land back in the continent of Africa, and God willing, we will be ribbon cutting on not only 1, but I'm praying for 2 orphanages. If not 2, then at least, we've completed or almost completed Opa's house, and then actually putting some furniture in it. The side note is sanitary napkins. Oh, I didn't make that post. I'm going to make it today. About the lady from the United Nations who stood on the stage, and I was like, the Holy Spirit is on my side, talking about how a girl committed suicide literally because she didn't have proper sanitary ware. You get what I'm saying? So that has been the focus. I thought having a new audience, because a lot of y'all just came over to this side on my page. I've been here a long time. I had them 158,000 followers or whatever it is before some of these people got here. I thought that I was going to be excited about people becoming global change makers and actually planting seeds in Africa. And then every time I go live, I'm trying to talk about a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But the main goal for me is making sure these girls have sanitary napkins. The main goal for me is introducing people to income producing activity. That is what I do. My main goal is teaching other people, if they decide to be an entrepreneur, to become an entrepreneur. As a matter of fact, in my group coaching, I'm bringing on somebody, since y'all love to make YouTube channels, I am bringing on somebody that's going to teach y'all how to make a YouTube channel and make some money. Because I see people like YouTubing their life away. I called them. I said, can you be a special guest on my group coaching? Because part of Peace Purpose Paid, we teach people how to get paid. And I got multiple people that are coming on that's going to talk about getting paid. But I got a whole bunch of people that are consumed with social media. So can you help them make some money on social media since they like being there so much? If you're going to be here, make some money. And that's the other part. Y'all forget that some of these people, in order to make money, they got to get clicks. I'm just a part of the clickbait. It's okay. It's okay. I'll be a part of the clickbait. Matter of fact, where they so mad, they should be so happy because they taking whatever I say and making money off of it. So if you're going to do that, why not join group coaching and literally learn some skills, meet some new people, and make some money? Yes, Kenya is definitely on my list. As a matter of fact, one of the first stories that I heard about a girl committing suicide over sanitary napkins, ironically, was from Kenya. That's a Somalian queen. That was one of the first stories that I ever heard in my life. And then I heard another story, and that pushed me into action because all I used to do, I'm not going to lie, was build schools. I built orphanages. I fed kids. Period poverty wasn't the top of my list. Period poverty became the top of my list when I started realizing that we got girls out here that's lacking education, being able to play with their friends, go to church or mosque or do whatever they want because they don't have sanitary napkins. So that's how my journey started on period poverty. But yeah, solution based. I'm getting ready to go. I pulled over on the side of the road. I had a moment, y'all. Shout out to Taryn. She has an organization called Girl Lift Me Up. And she went live today. And I was like, man, we having that same kind of moment because she went live and she was talking about sometimes you just wake up and you just don't want to do it. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes you just wake up and it's just hard for you to get going. She talked about it live too, y'all, how she take her alive and she know that's how she get moving. But then she did her whole live about how we have to keep going. And let me tell you something. Let's just say for giggles, if she was mad, if I ever offended any one of my friends or my family or a business partner or somebody that I loved or I care about, I'm big enough to apologize because facts and feelings are two different things. And if y'all see group coaching, I'm going to keep saying group coaching because y'all can sign up. Facts and feelings. We're going to talk about this in group coaching and then I got to go. Facts are something that's irrefutable. Feelings is something that you personally feel about something. You can feel something about a situation or a person and it may not be a fact. See, that's why people have to understand. So let me give you an example of a fact and let me give you an example of a feeling. A fact is that the Bible calls for us to pray for everybody. Matter of fact, I went and researched every part of the Bible that says we shall pray for our enemies, right? But feelings, to some people, say that I feel like I wouldn't pray for this person or I feel like this person doesn't deserve a prayer or whatever the case may be. Facts versus feelings. And once you understand facts and you understand feelings, then different things change. I have to tell people sometimes, they come to me and they be like, oh, well, you said this and it pissed me off. Okay, that's how you felt. But a fact is, which is irrefutable, is that a fact of whatever the knowledge of da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da may be. So everybody has feelings. Everybody is allowed to have their feelings. Don't nobody have to like me ever again on this earth. I just want y'all to respect me. You don't have to like me. I'm not here on this earth to be liked. Many of us that are called by God, we are called to be challenged most of the time anyway. God gives his hardest battles to his toughest soldiers. Because God knows the people that's not going to fold. He knows the people that's not going to give up. He knows the people that's not going to quit. And I'm just one of those people. I do a lot of things, but fold not one of them, right? Might not always feel good. Might not always be easy. But literally, me folding, me and God, we just got a different kind of relationship. So I'm not really a folder. If something happened, it's going to take a minute for me to fold. And anybody that know me and know my saying, you got 15 minutes to cry and do what? Who know some of my sayings? Because some of y'all that's been following me long enough, you should know this saying. You got 15 minutes to cry, and then, can somebody type it? You got 15 minutes to cry, and then, what comes after the then? You have 15 minutes to cry, and then, somebody type it, if you know me. Because enough of y'all should know me by now to know you got 15 minutes to cry, and then, forget it. I used to say get gangster. Now I say give it to God. 15 minutes to cry, and then give it to God. There's nothing else you could do. 15 minutes to cry. 15 minutes to cry. Oh, I cry. Trust no one believe. I almost cried this morning. I'm looking at some of this paperwork, baby. I've been working today. I looked at some of this paperwork. I wanted to cry. But then I just kept singing over and over again. One of my biggest things is when I get ready to cry or I feel something and I start singing, he's never failed me. He's not going to fail me. It might not feel good now. It might not be good right now, but he'll never fail me. He just won't. So I got on live to tell you two things. Number one, be solution-based. Be solution-based. Number two, stop being consumed with being mad. Like, stop being consumed with being mad. The craziest thing about it is, what they say, one week you celebrate it, the next week you hate it. And I don't want to be disrespectful and then say both weeks I still got paid, but that's one of them sayings that those people say. Listen, people gonna love you, people not gonna like you, people will be consumed with misunderstanding you. I know who I am. I know whose I am. And one thing for sure, and two things for certain that y'all really should know very quick in this short time, and going on this journey with me, I say what I mean and I mean what I say. And I don't speak in subliminals. I don't. And I may not get everything right all the time. And I heard somebody say on the blog, it was so funny. They say, she talked too much. She just talked too much. Well, guess what? I get paid to talk. And my mom laughs at it. I was the girl that used to get kicked out of class all the time for talking. Now I get paid to talk. So I'm definitely not going to shut up. Might not get paid on Instagram or social media, but I get paid to talk. They actually pay me to show up to talk. And y'all want me to be quiet? No, I'm not going to be quiet. And it's okay. If I'm not for some people, I won't be for those people. But my family and my friends know I'm pulling up and I'm riding for them till the wheels fall off. 1,000%. They ain't never got to guess. They don't never have to question. They don't never have to think. They don't have to wonder. They already know. So how I go from, it's so funny. I just went from being a pit bull and a bodyguard and all of this to in less than 48 hours. Now I'm the ops and I'm not their friend. And I'm like, boy, some of y'all should write TV scripts or movies or go do what? In 48 hours. In less than 48. That show, I would be scared to be friends with some of y'all. I would be afraid to do business with some of y'all. Because if it take a person to say one thing that y'all don't like and y'all gone, oh, y'all not no good friends. I would never want to be friends with y'all. I would never want to do business. Business? With somebody one day you say one thing and then the next thing, oh, I hate you. Oh my gosh, how we going to do business? Because we're not going to always get along. We're not going to always like each other. We not.